G'day guys, welcome back to Wombat Gaming. Today is episode 18 of our Bellwright playthrough, and we have our biggest challenge ahead of us, and that is the town of Horndean. This Horndean town is going to be tough. They are going to send a very tough reclamation party our way, so we need to be fully geared up and have everything working the way we want. Our little town is coming together quite nicely. I think we are doing quite well. We do have a lot of people not doing anything, and I think the only struggle I'm really having right now is keeping the steel topped up. For some reason, people just don't want to make steel, even though there are plenty of people free to do it. We did make another black armor, sorry, just to get the armor going. We have bought a lot of books as well. I've been running around all the towns buying all the strength books I can find, and all the, you know, one-handed books and things like that I need to just get the final touches on some of my guys. But we have about 30 plus kind of troops, and I reckon a good 20 of them are really ready to go into battle. So we might try and do Horndean. All right, you lazy people, why aren't you doing the iron for me? Well, I'm not really sure why they are not making the iron steel for me, because we've got iron and steel on that one, but they're not making anything. So everything else seems to be running along really smoothly. We're getting plenty of leathers and things like that. These are all seem to be working really well. They're all being topped up. Trees are being planted. The weaver's working his little butt off, and so are all the armaments. So all the armorers. And you can hear the blacksmith going for it as well. We've got plenty of food in our cellars. Well, we have so many excess people just doing nothing. So I have made a few of them into guards, especially the top tier one. Like this guy here. We could probably... Actually, we'll probably could make him a guard. Well, it's running around doing nothing anyway. We did have a small raid come in before I started recording, and I actually didn't get to it in time, but my guards took care of it, which was quite good. So we had some guards around here. We did lose this guy in battle. This is where it happened, but yeah, he's actually, well, he's dead at the moment. He actually has pretty good strength. I don't know why I haven't geared this guy up. Yes, so I have to keep an eye on him. Okay, so yeah, books is where I'm doing at the moment, and you can see there's a few injuries floating around. So we are going to prepare ourselves from Horndean. We've got a ton of these banner camps up here. We might do a march through there just to clear them out and get some more renowned. The renowned seems to be pouring in at the moment when we take those out. So we're going to put a little army together, probably, I don't know, not everybody, maybe a top 20. And we might march up there and basically take out those camps as well. So Horndean awaits, and let's get into it. Alrighty, I just realized why we probably don't have the steel is we have no iron. So we're not sure why iron's not being transferred across. We have plenty of it at our... So we're going to check our deliveries and find out why. We have... Yeah, we're supposed to be getting 50 a day from our iron mine. Maybe that is not enough. We'll put up to 200. We might go across there and actually just grab a bunch of it ourselves. Another thing I didn't check too was, do we have enough charcoal? Because we were pumping out resin at one point. So, no, we have plenty of charcoal. So I'm not sure why they're not making actual iron though, because we do have... Oh, sorry, no, yeah, okay. It's the iron's the reason. Okay. Let's go and get ourselves some iron and get that started. It is nighttime now anyway, so we will get the iron up and running, and that's one thing probably holding us back at the moment. So I also had to, funnily enough, I found a quest. I don't know where it popped up from. You can see it there. It says a rondelle. I needed a rondelle. Now I was like, where the hell am I going to make a rondelle? I checked everything and I couldn't figure it out. And then it was in the very first simple craft bench. Can you believe it? Of all the bloody places. So it is, let's have a look. Yeah, it was just here. So I don't know where how that quest popped up so late, But we should have a rondel ready to go for that one now. And I think we just needed 5 linen, so we can knock that one off as well. So that's what we're going to do now. We're just going to go grab that iron and get this little other quest sorted. That we should have plenty of linen. Let's have a look in here. One thing I wish we could search for, but that's all right. There we go, 5 linen, and we'll go and check our armory. We should have that rondel. Pretty low weapon. I don't think anyone would have grabbed it. But in saying that, it usually pops down the bottom here. Looks like someone has picked it up. All right, looks like I need to make another one. All right, we're off to do those few tasks, and then we're going to hit those bandit camps and get ready for our Horndean. Alrighty, we got a raid coming in at our cotton granite site. They've been getting pretty big, the raids, so I was back at my base. I just grabbed 4 or 5 people to follow me. I don't know whether we're going to make it in time. It may actually be worthwhile putting a dock down in that water somewhere close to Blackridge Pool. I know we're close, but it does speed things up if we can, get troops over there really quickly. So if we had a dock down, say in here. There's no water near our site. I'm not sure where I'll make it. I don't know if any of my troops are going to make it, so we'll just see how we go, I guess. It's not a lot of resources there, so it's not the end of the world. We'll see if we can get there in time. Alright, I don't think our guys are going to make it at all. I think I'm going to be the only person up here, but that's okay. We just thought I'd bring some people across anyway, because we want to take out some of those bandit camps that are on the north. So we might as well start from this side. Oh, here they come. It's a pretty big party, actually. So, how far away am my troops? They're far away, so I could try and drag them down towards them. So we'll see if we can do that. Usually, I do start to run after a period of time, but I mean, I could take them all out eventually. But there is a lot of them. No, we want to not let them get to... Yeah, I think we're going to get raided. Yeah. Well, they will pay with their lives. I'm not going to let them get away with that. Here comes my first guy. Oh, it's an archer. I hope you're right. It's actually a pretty good fighter, this guy, anyway, so... Alright, we should have gotten all our gear back. Because, yeah, all the stuff that they actually did grab should be on the floor, so we'll just get them to pick it all up. So that one guy was actually pretty good, so with all that gear he had on.
So far we're doing great work.
Let's have a look at. Yeah, his stats are pretty good. Like we're still working on his strength. I need some bigger books though. I'm gonna go buy some more strength books. And yeah, but you can see his agility and archery skills. Even though, when you think about it, he's one-handed. Yeah, luckily he had that on him. It was 5 from 6, but yep, worked out pretty good. I might get them just to dump all these goods back in here. I wonder if that'll work. Let's see if that'll happen. Right, so I don't think they... Yeah, I think they might have got rid of everything that they had on them. All right, this is my little band. There's 7 of us. These are probably my best, group of soldiers that I've got. Their strengths are 10, and then I probably could have brought a few more with me. But you can see this guy is working with a 7 strength armor set on. So, actually, what am I wearing at the moment? It's a 7, I think, as well. So I could have probably put something better on. But they're starting to gear themselves up with better armor, which is good. And we're going to head down. We have still have some loot on the ground here. What's going on here? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, we're going to get rid of this, and then we are going to head back to, well, I should say head north. We're going to go... This is where the raid came from, so that the further we clear out the bandit camps, the better for us. So these red camps we definitely need to get rid of, especially near our settlements. So we're going to clear that one out, and it looks like it's got some small ones starting to creep back in. We're going to cut through here and take out all of these. We've got our armorers making lots of armor at the moment and weapons, so we should be good to go. We're going to run through Blackridge Pool, buy some strength books, and see what else we need. So we're going to head there now. Yeah, so unfortunately for me, he's got no strength books on him. They're really hard to come by at the moment. So if you, one tip I could give you is if you can afford them, of course, buy strength books, because yeah, they're really hard to get. Some of these guys needed to be upskilled in something else, maybe. Nope. Two-handed, I could see if there's any two-handed books actually. So yeah, two-handed books looks like another, although one-handed actually. One-handed.
Back to the fields. Plenty to be done today.
Your wish is my command.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a couple of one-handed books maybe. We'll grab a couple of one-handed books off this guy if I can find him again. He's usually just here. There he is.
Got rats in the cellar. Don't say I didn't warn. Greeting. Knowledge is like a key that...
Okay, well, buy those 2 off him. Have a quick look and see if we recognize any new people in town. Actually, we were going to hire Nell at one stage, I think. Let's check her out.
Tend the livestock, keeping them fed and watered.
All hail the Bellwright. May the gods protect you. If the rest
Yeah,
of the
okay, so she had the 10, and we really just need to get her strength up, but she could be two-handed, so we will hire her.
Anything you command.
And we'll just send her back, get changed, and off we go. Clear this bandit camp out.
All hail.
Now there is a shrine down here. I actually don't know if I've been down here before, and there's some random guy down here too, so interesting. We'll just see what this is. Doesn't seem to be a shrine book or anything, so we'll have a chat to him and see what we can...
What do you need from me? Go away.
Alright, well there must be another quest that we haven't opened up somehow. We've probably missed this one, so if anyone's got any ideas on that one, let me know. But there is definitely nothing else here to grab. Alright, well, I'll head over here and take out these guys. Oh, this is a big camp. Oh, well, that's all right. Let's see how we go. Oh, where did he come from? I think we lost someone then. Interestingly, one of our tougher people, but he was an archer and he was slightly injured, so maybe he probably took on a little bit too much, maybe. All right, we are going to head off. The yellow camps should be fine with the group that we've got. The red camp obviously was just a bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, so all the way, we're on our way. Alrighty, this is the first of our bandit camps over here. It's they're all these yellow level 2 ones, so it shouldn't be too hard. The only thing I'm really worried about is the amount of loot that I can actually carry back. I wanted to show off this little area too. I did see someone post this in a Discord group. They'd set this area up as a base. It's nice and flat through here. They managed to get rid of all these trees. You can see it's just so much open area here for setting up a pretty good village. Although the only downside, I guess, really is you've only got access to, you know, small amounts of like, you know, hemp, sage, stuff like that. You'd have to transport everything in, but that's not a problem with the outposts today. So anyway, we're going to get onto it. We're going to take on each of these, see how we go with the, I've got what, 5 guys now, or people. There might be some women there. I didn't actually look. All right, that was pretty straightforward. And flags are already taken, so I think they collected everything. Yep. Let's double check. Nothing lying around. All right, we are gonna. Oh, we've got one behind us, and I've got a bunch of loot on the ground still down here. So we're gonna collect all this, and we're gonna head off to the other one as well. All right, this is our next camp. Right, we are at the far edges of the map out here, I'll tell you. Be interesting to see what happens when Bellwright expands, if it does. Alright, we got a bit more loot over here. Well, looks we missed. Alright, we're basically going to work our way through all these camps up here and hopefully get not too full. Just try and clear out this kind of region. So
stay together.
Alright, this is our next one. Alrighty, we have got a couple of injuries, but that's all right. We're doing pretty good. We're getting, this is the last of the yellow ones, pretty much. Oh, apart from this all the way up here. I don't think we're not gonna go all the way up there. We're just gonna clear out a few more of these, and then we're just gonna head back down to our settlement, I think. Yeah. I was thinking about actually confronting the tax party, but they're back in their headquarters. If they come out again, we may have a look at maybe confronting them. If not, we're going to get ready for Horndean and try and liberate that. So stay tuned for that one. There's actually a little bit of, yeah, a little bit going on up here. So we're after the renown anyway. So I might just bring my guys over here. I hate fighting in the bush, but can't, especially at night. All right, this is the last yellow one we're going to take, and then we're going to look at gearing up a Horndean, I think. All right, that was pretty successful. We haven't lost anybody. We've got a couple of small injuries by the looks, but nothing, no broken bones or anything. The troops are doing, oh, yes. Oh, what's going on back here? Someone's stuck, maybe? No, just someone going really slow collecting loot. Okay, for a second there I thought we'd lost somebody. All right. And yeah, last one is going to be these probably at least a couple of little ones over here, and then we're going to head back to the settlement, and we're going to get ready for Horndean. Alrighty, this is just our last one. It's not going to be that much of that hard, to be honest. So. Okay, well, we've got a couple of troops coming in, a couple of bandits behind us by the looks, but we'll take those out, and then yeah, back to the base. And already, that's the pretty good result. I think we cleared out this whole section. Got a few scattered ones up here, but I mean, we could be marching on bandit camps all day, to be honest. And they're starting to pop up back into this area again as well. The back section of the map is pretty good. So just got like a random one in here. And we have this one close to our main settlement that's popped up recently as well. So we do need to keep an eye on those yellow ones and red ones for sure. This is probably our closest red one to our base now. But as I said, we're going to go and ring the bell at Horndean soon. So we're going to head back to our base, unload all these rewards that we collected on this little journey, and get stuck into Horndean. All right, we just had a random quest appear. Must be triggered by maybe time or something. We're at day 106. It's just to talk to a merchant, but we were running out of quests. The only quest we really had was Horndean, which we're still going to do. So that is the next step. We are just getting through some of the research and trying to gear up as many as we can. Unfortunately, it takes quite a while to make these particular, armors and stuff. It's like a few minutes on each, even with the person who's doing it. It's pretty fast. All right, let's get rid of this. Yeah, put all their stuff away. Yeah, so it does take time to make all this armor and stuff. So that's probably the only big thing slowing us down right now is the actual armoring of everybody. I'm going to still continue to buy strength books and armor books to try and get everybody geared up as far as one-handed, archery, all that sort of stuff. And we'll see how we go with the size of the force that we have currently, which is going to be 41 strong, so that's pretty good. So we'll see how we go. Okay, we have a reclamation party coming in to Blackridge Pool, and we don't have a dock there, so we're going to have to get a move on. I'm going to basically call everyone into arms really quickly. That ain't good, just dropping the loot everywhere. Yeah, so we're getting our troops together. We're going to march across to Blackridge Pool and stop this reclamation party, hopefully. So I just got a bunch of books on me that I've been buying, so I'm just going to put all these away. Good to see the guys are gearing up. We're slowly getting different gear on some of these people, which is good to see. Strength 3 though, this is quite a low. Strength is 5, so she's two-handed. It's interesting. Yeah, maybe I'm just low on armors, but anyway. It'll work. So we're going to head off. Still getting food over there. How far away are they? Got plenty of time, so I'm just going to wait till they gear up properly. I was testing that basically the gear sets for the guys I mentioned in a video yesterday. I had edited them to do heavy and a medium to 1. So this girl here now, she was strength 5 and she only has a strength 3 armor on. So curious to see whether we're just short on armors. Yeah, maybe we are just short on armors. We are making a lot of armor at the moment, and it is slowing us down. We have the second blacksmith up and running, or armory, I should say. So we should have some better armors coming through with some of these guys, but I think we're going to be fine. And we are making more of these other shields as well. We still have a few round shields in there, but we are chomping through it. Weapons-wise, we should be pretty good. So, all right, well, I think he might be the last one, maybe. All right, we're going to march over to Blackridge Pool and meet these guys on the road. All right, the reclamation party is slowly approaching. They do cross through here, if I remember rightly, so we'll meet them here. Get a little bit of high ground for my archers. You can see them on the road actually down there, so can't remember if they cut through or whether they come up here, so we'll just wait for the... I'm still waiting for the stragglers of my army to get here anyway. Looks like it's a pretty decent force coming this time too. Hard to tell. Maybe 10. All right, looks like we're going to meet him in the perfect spot. So we'll just wait for. We've got a couple of stragglers coming in. Should be fine. Here we go. All right, well that was super easy, actually. So I don't know where they're going. Hang on, guys. All right, here they come. They're coming back to collect all the loot. Yeah, that was pretty easy. I mean, we do have a pretty big force here. It's 41 strong, and yeah, there was very few injuries at all, which is good to see. Everyone's taken a few hits, but that's okay. That was expected. There's really no point me building a dock for Blackridge because I'll be putting it down into here anyway. And to be honest, from here to there, it's probably almost the same distance from my settlement. So what we are going to attempt to do today is we're going to attempt to move all of this, although, yeah, all of this from here to over here. So I'm going to trial just relocating it and then giving the guy just a hammer. I might allocate one more person to the role, just to make it easier. So, all right, here come the last of them. So we're going to do that, and we're going to march on the Horndean today as well and see. I think we've got, with the 41 we've got, I think we're going to be fine, but we'll see what happens. It's supposed to be a pretty strong force that comes to reclaim it, and I guess the only way to find out is to send these guys into battle. So stay tuned for that one. Alrighty, I'm going to try something different in regards to moving. I haven't actually tried this before, and basically if you want to move stuff, you can actually build things. Say out here I want to build a harvesting and a peat collection, so we want all the moss in the area and peat, and there's actually quite a bit of it out here. We also have reeds. I'm not sure about berries at this particular point in time, but I'm going to have a look around and see if we can find berries. But there's a lot of peat and a lot of moss in this area, and basically enough just to supply us for everything. The only thing I've got to worry about is the boars. There's quite a few demon boars, which are pretty strong. So I'll lead a couple of people out here. But what I'm going to do is, what you can do is you can make the item in your camp rather than transporting it all the way across the map. So let's just say, you know, I made this foraging hut there. You can see, if all we do is you can relocate it and just press the mouse button and then move it over. And then you can just assign it to, if you want to reassign it to a different village, then once it's down in the area that you've got it, you just have to reassign it to a, you know, basically a different settlement. Now I already have a harvesting area set up, which is kind of good, and I'm just going to move it across here. So I've got this area here, so I'm going to move this foraging camp over here, and I've given the guy a hammer, so there really shouldn't be any reason why he can't move everything across. Now it is night at the moment, so I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we'll soon see, I guess. All right, so everything's moved. I will allocate one more person to this particular area as well. Now it should all still say, and this is foraging camp 1. Let's see if it has changed, because that's the only thing I really want to make sure. So we'll go into our building menu and we'll go to construction. Yeah, so this all has defaulted to New Haven. So we want to make that, we want to put that back. So that's the only thing you want to really make sure of. So peat, berries, reeds. And we got peat, berries, reeds. Peat, berries, reeds. All right, so now that all should fall back under this. So you can see I have the old stuff in here, I guess, and then I have the foraging camp that's been relocated. I guess that's how it works. And now I'm just waiting for, I guess, this guy to he is still Pete Berry Reeds to come back over here. Now it is night, unfortunately, so that's the only downside. I have chosen to do this. Is it? Yeah, at night. So we want to be able to move probably another worker over here as well. So let's have a look at, see if we can find somebody that we're not too worried about. That is still okay. So we're not using this person for much at the moment. So I might switch this person over to here as well. And then we'll see what happens when the morning comes. Now I do have, like I said, there's some balls in the area. Got one right here, unfortunately. And you can see they're damn tough, these guys. Like, this is the only thing I'm probably worried about. You can see the amount of damage he took off me, and I'm pretty heavily armored, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they won't spawn too many out here, but yeah, we'll wait till tomorrow and see how this gets built, and yeah, see if it actually works or not. One thing I just discovered too, and maybe you already knew it but just forgot, but when you move a building, I was wondering why I wasn't getting a lot of hardwood, and it's because I moved the hardwood from in here right next to this particular spot. I moved it all the way down there, and then for some reason when it did that, this guy actually moved it and rebuilt it, but it reassigned itself to my main settlement. So probably pays to name these things. Now he has no hardwood in here at all, so I wonder, he's not doing anything, and it says he's assigned to hardwood, so I'm not really sure why he's not walking down here. Maybe it's just too far for him to walk. We'll go down and make sure. I have physically renamed this Hardwood Farnsworth so I could find it and make sure I was moving the right one to this area. So let's have a look and see what's going on. That does say it belongs to hardwood, so, and there are plenty of axes in there, so I'm not entirely sure why that guy's not working. It may be because of the distance. So what we're going to do is, he's definitely idle, so we're going to move this down here and just see what happens. Now this is housing tent 2. And this is the mistake that I made last time. I need to make sure that yeah, so that is still assigned to this, which is strange. So, okay, well, let's make sure that it does stay assigned. It does say hardwood. So sometimes it changes and sometimes it doesn't. I'm not entirely sure why. But we will move all this together. And yeah, let's just see what happens. We'll keep an eye on it, but maybe that is the reason why it wasn't working. It's probably too far away. It shouldn't be. It didn't seem that far to me, but we'll see. This guy's going to move everything and just, he's already unpacked that one, which is good. We'll keep an eye on that one and we'll come back and just see exactly how it all works out and how it unfolds, because I am running low on hardwood and I wondered why. So I came over here to find out, and this guy was chomping out a lot of hardwood for me. So anyway, we are looking at, we did move some other stuff too, so I wonder how that's going. We have some wild boars over here though, and it looks like we probably lost a guy. He's probably been killed, but it looks, I can't even see him on the map. All right, we need to sort this out. We've got this area over here. Which was this one, and it says there's 2 people assigned to it, so Okay, just didn't show up the first time. He's there, so... Alright, so they are moving stuff across. I will go over there and just check that to make sure those wild boars aren't there still, because that's going to really slow them down. So, yeah, so a little bit of moving and building going on the way, and we are going to gear up for taking our last stronghold village, which is Horndean today. So we might get prepared for that and just see how we're going to go with that one. All right, we are ready to take Horndean. Let the battle begin. We have 40 companions with us in our army. I don't think we're going to have a problem taking the village. It's going to be holding it. That's going to be the key, I think. So let's ring this bell and get this party started. It's a little bit of a mess in there, but okay, do we have more people down here? Oh, they must be spread out all over the place. I don't know who we're firing at. I can't see any red on the map. Oh, we've got one guy up here. Okay. Interesting.
Always a pleasure to see you.
He's just gotten stuck, I think, on this. All right. The village of Horndean is ours. Now we basically have to hold it. We have a reclamation party coming. It says a big one, so we have never had a big one before, so this will be interesting to see how this all goes. We'll go and talk to the elder.
Hey you. Greetings and good fortune. You've defeated them. Oh.
All right, we got a bunch of renown for that. We got 45,000 renown to spend, which is pretty cool. So we are going to hold out here. We're just going to, I think, actually, I'm not going to gather all the loot just yet, because if anybody dies, we lose it, and I'm not going to be able to carry it all. So, yeah, let's let these guys heal up. The reclamation party is on its way. We have plenty of food, so we're going to have to just wait it out or march to them. Now, this video has gone on for some time. We're well over the hour mark, I'm pretty sure. So we are going to hold this in the next episode. So make sure you stay tuned for the next episode to see whether this ragged bunch of 40 soldiers can actually beat this large party. It says a big reclamation party coming. I knew this was going to be a tough fight. So this is going to be our strongest challenge yet. So stay tuned for that one, guys, and I'll see you on the next episode. Make sure you like and subscribe. Wombat out.
Wende dich so fern, when it sparks und lightning takes to the skies with pixels ablaze and battles untamed. We'll conquer the virtual